Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here for game 3 of 4 of quarterfinal Thursday. Tim Toon Jr. here with Sebastian Merrick. We got the 7 seed Chesapeake College Skipjacks against the 2 seed Cecil Seahawks. A great matchup we have here under the direction of Andrew Sachs for the Skipjacks, Ed Durham of the Cecil Seahawks.
Yeah, it'll be a fun matchup. These two veteran-laden coaches have rebuilt their teams to be where they are. We'll talk about Cecil to begin with. Cecil,
Mm,
they have a very good roster. It's very all well-rounded. Ed Durham, who's been here for a long time, he also serves as their athletic director. He's done a very good job, and they got some good guards that can score the ball, and will be very interesting to see how they perform in this one. And then going to the Skipjacks of Chesapeake, Andy Sachs has come back and rejuvenated. They're listed as the 7 seed.
yeah.
They're not a 7 seed. They're
Mm,
much better than a seven
yeah.
seed. And if you look at their overall record, it shows that
Yeah.
how good they are. So this will be a fun game to watch.
23-6, 9-win turnaround after losing the first one last year to College of Southern Maryland. And then the officials we have for today is Ryan Potts, Austin Johnson, and Mark Brozinski. These are our officials here for game 3 of 4. Halfway home. Be right back here after the announcements of the lineups. All right, here's set for tip-off. Chesapeake, Cecil, 7 seed versus the 2 seed. Game 3 of 4 here on quarterfinal Thursday. Ready to tip it off. Here we go. Seahawks starting it off. Amir Height, sophomore guard, bringing it up. Into the paint to McBride. Picks up his feet. 3. Shot is long there by Palmer. Rebound by Height. And there's Jaden Guy. The star stirs the drink here for this Seahawks team. 3 ball. Darian Barrios Rivera.
Yeah, and you look at Barrios Rivera, you don't think like, oh, this guy can stroke the ball, but he
Oh,
can, and he's got a very clean left-handed stroke, and he knocks that one down.
I will say though, I mean he showed that stroke in the mixer this year at Dundalk. He wasn't hitting a lot of them, but the stroke is pretty, and obviously it's shown throughout the season here. He's got a nice stroke there. As Elijah Creedle headed to the line here, number 2, sophomore guard.
Yeah, Creedle. Well, this is really his team. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's the focal point of this skipjack offense. He can score really at all three different levels, from down low to the mid range to threes. He's very good at that. And Cecil letting up an offensive rebound off a free throw, and they pay the price for it.
Josh Rivers answers with a 3 ball of his own.
Can't allow second chance points, and they do the Chesapeake there. Chesapeake's very disciplined, veteran-laden team, very well coached. So this is going to be a very fun one.
Height with a 3. Number 3 for 3. 6-4 lead for Cecil.
A big shot there from Height. He's shown his ability to hit the three-point shot.
And there's returning Cheyenne Coates answering in the paint. A delay game warning on number 2 for Chesapeake, Elijah Creedle. Hyde bring it up. Swings it over to Palmer. Palmer to Goodwin. Back at the top of the key to Guy. Jaden Guy drives, kicks it out. 3 for Hyde, second three. Misses on this one. Jones with the rebound.
Coach Sachs wanted a flop there on Amir Height. Not going to get it. But that was good, solid defense there by Skipjacks. Good closeout of Height there. And Height did not get that 3 to go.
Friedel. Willie Jones, 3-corner. Yes, sir.
Big 3 there for Jones. And it's a good response for Chesapeake. After Height just hit his 3, Jones comes back and hits his own.
9-6 is the score. Skipjacks up. Goodwin misses the wide open shot from the free throw line. Hooks bring it up the other way for Chesapeake. Friedel, Jones, Rivers. Guarded by Palmer. In the paint. Coates. Nice contest there by Rivera. Guy the other way. Hyde. Lane open. Through the contact. He's going to go to the line for 2. His first. Team's first. 5'10", sophomore guard Hyde from Newcastle, Delaware, makes the first.
And one thing Height has is his determination is really second to none. He's very fearless, and he plays with that fearlessness and a chip on his shoulder all game long. And Cecil almost was able to get an offensive rebound off the missed free throw.
These are 2 teams I witnessed at the start of the season in the mixer with Cecil and Chesapeake. As the shot is answered there, Creedle and 1. The straw that stirs the drink.
No doubt about it. That's exactly Elijah Cradle for you, and he can get to the hole with the best of them in this region, and you see that nice strong take there, getting the contact, finishing through the contact to complete the three-point play.
Completes that 3-point play. 5-point advantage for Chesapeake. And here's Javon Jenkins subbing into the game, number 22 for the Seahawks. Rivera steps in, smooth stroke, and yes. Look at the lefty work as a fellow left-handed person. I support.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Friedel, Jones, 3. Long.
Cecil got away with that one. He already has burned him once from 3. And Jones is a very good three-point shooter. Yeah. But
the Seahawks got away with there, man. It looked good. Another substitution, Carlito McBride subbing in, number 20 for Cecil. 6'4" freshman from Dundalk, Maryland, by way of Patapsco High School. Barrios Rivera. Over to Jenkins. 3. Yes.
He's a shooter, Jenkins, and that's the one thing on the scouting report. If you see a Cecil, he's one of their main shooters, and you can tell Coach Sachs was not happy with that defense right there. The first thing he said when he got the ball was shooter as well, and they lo and behold, he pulled it, knocked it down.
A transition game here for the Seahawks. Rivers blankets him. Kick out. Height. Guarded by the Tartar Creedle. Pick set. Active hands by Rivers. They're fighting for it. And backcourt traveling there, I'm sorry, on McBride as he's going to grab the ball.
Yeah, I'm surprised McBride didn't go up with that initially. He had a space to do it. He could have very easily just laid it in off the left side of the backboard, but he chose not to. Bring it out, and we got our first media timeout.
And the score even, dead heat at 12. Be right back. All right, back now from the first media timeout, and even dead heat, 12 all. Chesapeake sporting the navy blue with a green trim, 7 seed against Cecil. White with the green and yellow trim. Hooks over to Jones. Creedle drives in the lane, kicks out. Rivers 3. Yes, sir.
Very confident shot there, and Rivers gets it to go. And you can tell these teams like to fire it up from 3. That's something they've done all year, and Rivers got it to go. But this Chesapeake team, is very sophomore laden. You got so 75% of this team are sophomores, and that experience should pay off for Chesapeake. They won the region 2 years ago, and they're looking to get back to the top.
And a miss there on the rebound. Jenkins, Barrios Rivera, drives, strong left hand. Go ahead, Big Smooth. Barrios Rivera.
He shows that he can not only just stroke it, but he can take it to the hole as well. And he does a good job getting to it with lack of resistance from the defenders and gets it to go.
Jaden Guy, what a pass, and almost finished.
Yeah, Jenkins should have used the backboard there. Did not do so, just kind of flicked it up there and didn't work out for him.
The foul there on Jaden Guy on the bump. Jones over to Rivers. In the paint. Lang almost airmails it. Friedel has the 12 on the shot clock. Rivers tries to hand the 3 again. Cash.
Very pure shot there from Rivers. And you can see there's a lot of Chesapeake fans in the attendance that are getting loud. Now, Cecil's got a good contingent themselves. But nonetheless, Rivers, once again, gets his second 3 to go.
Ray pump fake, just could not finish. by Jenkins. Nice defense there by Rivers on McBride.
It's like Rivers kind of got away with a shove in the back there.
Guy picks the pocket. Down the center of the court. What does he do? Takes himself and one. Jaden Guy.
They needed that. Cecil needed that.
Huge.
And that is a very strong take from Jaden Guy, who I think is the best player on this Cecil team. He can do multiple things offensively for them. And he's going to be another guy I think is going to go on to a 4-year somewhere and do very well.
As you said, he's the primary source of points, whatever you want to name it. Jaden Guy is the guy.
There you go.
That's a good.
That's a good way. That's a great way of saying it. That's a great way of saying it.
And with that 3-point play, 1 point deficit for Cecil. And here the ball is number 3, LaShawn Moody, 5'9" freshman. Give and go. Finish by Creedle.
Yeah, good finish there from Creedle once again. And Skipjacks really are getting what they want with ease offensively. It's can they get some stops defensively. But they've gotten all the looks they wanted, and they've done it different ways as well. So it shows their capabilities on that side of the floor.
Guy able to get the pass there off the bump there. Call that on Creedle. As another substitution into the game for Cecil, number 24, Ezra Till, 6'3" freshman. Cockeysville, Maryland, by way of the Delaney Lions in Baltimore.
Creedle going to take a seat now for Chesapeake. So it'll be interesting to see where they get their source of offense from now, as he was their main source. Now they got other guys capable of doing it. Rivers obviously knocked down a couple of threes, but you really need someone else to create offense for him. Willie Jones, another guy who can create offense.
And then Josh Rivers has pinned the 3 ball. And finally misses one here. Lang on the rebound. Hooks. Back out to Moody at the point. Hooks. Moody at the foul line. Misses. Jenkins skies for the rebound. Take it himself. Kick out to Guy. Drives. Float. Long. Rebound. Rivers with the effort there on the steal. Drives. Kicks it up to Moody as he resets here. 12:15 left in the opening half. 3-point advantage for this Chesapeake team. Defensive chance by the Seahawk bench. Rivers in motion. Long on the 3. And a traveling violation that could have been avoided. Both teammates with that rebound.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But that's where communication comes into play. You got to communicate on that one. Say mine, or something like that. But they did not communicate there. And with that, you get the traveling violation as the guy stumbles and loses his footing.
Number 23, Jeremiah Falco subbing in for Cecil.
Falco, the younger brother of a Cecil legend, Jacob Falco.
Oh, yeah.
And Jones gets that one to go.
But yes, definitely a legend.
Yeah, Jacob Falco playing over.
And he shows a stroke like his big brother.
Yes, indeed. We saw a lot of that from Big Brother, but Little Brother's got something to say about it as well. Big Brother doing it overseas. Little Brother doing what Big Brother did for the Seahawks.
Oh, the stroke was pretty on that one. Lang, blanketed by Seahawk defenders. Toll with the block. Stolen by Chandler. Guy, finish. No. Rivers with the rebound. Moody looking to push it. Willie Jones in rhythm. Cash.
Big shot there for Jones. Once again,
Jeremiah.
Now, this is a pace both these teams like. They love running up and down the floor. And we said this, I avoided saying it because of the last game, because that was supposed to be what we got in the last game. We didn't. But nonetheless, looks like we're getting it in this game.
Willie Jones, a little bit of everything. Hits a 3 and then cleans up the mess there for 2. 27-22, 7-seed Chesapeake up on Cecil. Back and forth affair. Willie Jones blocks the shot of Jeremiah. Here comes the skipjacks of the way. Three ball hooks, front of the rim. Rebound by McBride. Chandler tried to find a cutting and scores. That is Ezra Toll. Gets the bucket as we got our media timeout here. Toll will hit the line, try to make a three-point play after this break. Tim Tootin Jr., Sebastian Merrick, you back. Back live here after the timeout. 27-24 advantage for Chesapeake.
It's been a very clean game, too. Both these teams going up and down the floor, but they're not turning the ball over with only a combined 3 turnovers in this game. It's
Yeah.
very clean game right now between both teams. Both teams are playing very well, and they're playing like quite frankly I thought they would. This is going to be a close game
Yeah.
coming down the stretch, in my opinion.
So far, very evenly matched on both ends. Moody. They're setting up the offense. Flashing around the wing is Rivers. Jones, float, tapped away by Barrios Rivera. Great defense. Falco has it. Looking, passes it over to Guy. Pick set. Guy. Rivera. Toe tapping. Drives, kicks it out. 3. Shot is missed. Rebound there by Clark. 21, Shaft Clark for the Skipjacks. Moody. Jones. Clark. Can't finish. Falco with the rebound.
There's a good seal there by Clark, but you gotta go up stronger with that, and Jones got away with the reach there on Falco.
Falco over to Guy. Bounced it off his knee. Tight defense by Hook. Pick set by Rivera. Footwork. Guy lost it. Knocked away. Going to the Skipjacks.
Yeah, a little slippery on the floor right now. It looked like off my first glance it went off of Chesapeake, but it did end up going off of Cecil. That's a good call by the officials.
Moody guarded by Jameer Courtney Scott. Hooks. Moody drives amongst the contact. Willie Jones 3. Absolutely. Cash it in.
Chesapeake has been red hot from 3 in this one. They just keep getting it to go. That's their 6th made 3. They're shooting 50% from 3. It's going to win you a lot of basketball games.
Only a few misses. The only ones I can recall is 2 of them by Rivers, but even he's been hot. 10 on the shot clock. Corley Scott. Shot blocked. Moody. 1-1. Blocked by Guy, but they're going to call a foul. Got him on the wrist there.
I'm very interested to see this. First glance, I did not think that was a foul. Cecil, coach at Durham, does not think that was a foul. We're going to get a good look at it right here, and that is not a foul. That was all ball. As we will go to a media timeout.
Exactly 8 minutes on the clock. 30-25 is our score. Shooting 2 at the line for Chesapeake when we come back. Back live here at 8 minutes left after the foul by Jaden Guide. Moody at the line for 2. Trying to extend their lead to 6. Makes both. Mayor Heights subbing back into the game. Swings out on the key to Jenkins. Barrios Rivera looking for his shot. Nice pass to Height. Float. Game. Just short. Lang with the rebound. Hook coming over to his right. Hands it off to Creedle. Moody flashing. Hooks. Creedle drives. Spin. Pocket picked. Rivera gets it over to Height. To Jenkins. Amir. Pick set there. In rhythm, Corley Scott. Yes.
Big shot there from Scott, and he got something to say to the bench on that one as well. Scott, another one of those three-point shooters for Cecil, and got cut the lead to 4.
Another product of Delaney High School in Baltimore.
Coach Lochte gets players from there.
Oh, Lang with the finish. And Becker saying yes, Coach Matt Lochte.
No.
Long-time tenured coach at Delaney.
He interrupt me for a slam like that. No doubt about it. He and Long, from Delaware. Chesapeake get a lot of players from Delaware, the close proximity of their school.
As Height kisses it right high off the glass there. 4-point advantage for Chesapeake.
Yeah, it's a good old-fashioned dogfight there. I like the strong take there by Height. Gives a jab step, then goes strong to the hole. Nice take there from Height.
Corner 3 to Hooks. And he has the hooks in there for Hurry. The 3-point barrage continues for Chesapeake. Barrios Rivera guarded by Rivers. He steps back, steps in. Bounce pass. McBride. Height. Tries to float game again, this time blocked by Lang. And is able to draw the foul on Height. So we got two substitutions. We got Cecil, we got Jaden Guy subbing in, number 2. And the scorching hot Willie Jones is coming back from the bench. Friedel inbounds to Mooney, break the press, feed to Lang, left hand finish strong.
Yeah, that was way too easy there for Chesapeake. Cecil kind of beat from the get-go there. Cecil's kind of had some poor possessions, even on the previous 3 by Cradle, where you had Moody kind of drive in the hole. Everyone crashed and leave Cradle wide open.
Barrios Rivera returns with a 3-point stroke, second one of the half. Moody steps back. Good pass to Lang, right hand. Third straight bucket for Keon Lang.
Yeah, Guy was a little late to rotate there on that one. Lang with the easy 2.
Corley Scott long on that 3. Willie Jones has it. Back to Moody at the point.
Chesapeake slowing it down right now. You can tell Chesapeake likes the flow of this game. This is kind of their tempo, and this Cecil's a little bit too, but they have the momentum of this game right now. Can they pounce on it, maybe extend this lead to double digits?
There's the bump there by Jenkins. A lot of clean possession special here for the Skipjacks. They seem to be in rhythm. These threes and then the second chance points as well.
No doubt about it. And Chesapeake only 2 turnovers in this half. That will help you win a lot of games. But they've been very clean with the basketball. They've run some very good stuff as well. But I also think Cecil, they're collapsing a lot inside, and it leaves 3 wide open 3-point shooters just like that.
Willie
right on cue. They
Jones.
Bring a help defender. Jones wide open from the corner, and he knocks it down.
Crisp ball movement, mojo in the favor of the Skipjacks. Their lead balloons to 11. Jenkins, little push off, but he'll get the 2 points there.
Yeah,
Coach Shax is incensed. Oh my goodness.
Looked to be a little bit of a push off. Coach Shax is very unhappy with that. As Andy likes to get angry a lot with the referees, but nonetheless, they got away with one. You got to play through it.
Very animated. Friedel is calling for the pick. He's going to take it himself and nearly turns it over. Shot clock down to 5. Chandler putting the straps on. Hooks. Misses a 3. Creedle with a rebound over Falco. That's on foul on Barrios Rivera. It being a 6-team foul, it's going to be a 1-and-1. But we have a media timeout here. Lead for the Skipjacks is at 9. 3:14 to go. Be right back. 3:14 left here in what's been a up and down exciting first half between Chesapeake and Cecil. After the foul there, Creedle is at the line for this 1-1 here. He's able to convert on the front end. In and out. Last touch by Jones. Possession to Cecil. Braden guy bringing it up. Pick set by Rivera. Float game. Long to the left. Lang with the rebound. Chandler all over Creedle. Into to Jones in the paint.
Good strip there by Falco. He had a mismatch on him with Jones. Was able to get the strip to get rid of that mismatch.
Hooks is stuck, and that caused the turnover. Chandler, speed, right hand. What an adjustment to the cup.
Andy Sachs is losing his mind right now over there. He slammed the scorer's table after that turnover. The whole scorer's table is having a good laugh about it. I don't blame him. And I get why he's mad. That was a bad turnover and whatnot.
Yes.
But Cradle's got to be careful with the off-arm hook as well. He's been kind of got away with one there.
Rivers kicks it out. Jones, 4 feet of motion, just short. Lang continues to be in the right place at the right time.
Yes, indeed, and he's been very important for Chesapeake so far in this one, and his name's going to be in the stat sheet all game. But that's what he's done, and he puts up numbers and he helps lead the victory. So you gotta give him a lot of credit.
Yeah, with his rebounding and points, especially second chance points. I'm sure he probably leads in those categories in second chance points.
Yeah, for Cecil, I think you got to get the ball more in Jaden Guy's hands. You're down 10 right now. I need to go down my best player. And
Yes.
Jaden Guy is somebody I really, really like. And I want the ball. If it was up to me, I'd have the ball in his hands. Down 10, I get the team-oriented style of basketball they're trying to play, run out in transition. But if I'm going down, I got to go down my best players. And Jaden Guy, I feel like, is that for Cecil. So we got a wet spot on the floor, it looks like. Or might have a couple loose basketballs.
Oh. I didn't even know the basketball traveled that far.
Yeah.
Thought it was wet spot on the floor, like you said there.
Ball works in mysterious ways.
And the ball don't lie.
That is very true.
Jones inbounds it here to Moody. 10-point advantage for Chesapeake here with 1:40 left in the first half. Game 3 of 4. Rivers. Creedle for 3. Misses. Moody was going for the rebound.
Yeah, that's a good call. And he initiated contact Moody and landed into 2 players there. That's a good call by the officials.
$120 left here, first half. Jaden Guy with the basketball for the 2 seed Cecil Seahawks. Here against the 7-seeded Chesapeake Skipjacks. Barrios Rivera calling for the paint. Double applied by Lang. Kicks it out. Jenkins, that's his spot. Cash. Lefty stroke continues on the Seahawks.
Yeah, Jenkins is a shooter for Cecil. That's the one thing on his scouting report. The first thing that pops up, shooter. And Jenkins can stroke it. He just stroked another one there, and getting called with a reach there was Chandler. A little too aggressive.
Chandler was searching for the steal there. That's going to be his second personal. He's going to head to the bench there with a near height back in the game. But again, them being in the bonus here, 1-1 here chance for Moody. First one is good.
Be interested to see if these teams use their timeouts. They're one take it or leave it timeout in the first half. Both have one. I would expect Chesapeake to at least, because knowing Coach Sachs, he likes to draw a lot of things up, and I think he'll use that opportunity to do so.
Rivera long on the three, Creedle with the rebound, and just as you said, on cue, Coach Ed Sachs calls a timeout. They use to lose a timeout. 34.4 seconds left. And by the looks of it, we got about a 5-second difference here between the shot clock and game clock here. 30-second timeout. What we've seen so far, Skipjacks hitting on all cylinders from the outside and even a little bit into the paint.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I think you're going to see another one of these situations that what Coach Sachs draws up. I think you're going to see Cradle drive to the basket here once they bleed a lot of this clock down. And I think they're going to basically wait and see how does Cecil defend that. Are they going to continue to collapse? Or are they going to have one player try to block it? Because if they collapse, then you're going to get a wide open kick out shooter. Whereas if you have a one person trying to defend it, I think you're going to get Cradle to try to lay it in. So I think a lot of it's going to be how they read the defense, but that's what I expect coming out of this timeout.
If they do collapse, you could pick your poison, whether it be Rivers or Willie Jones. We'll see what they operate here as Creedle.
Moody as well can hit it, and Lang. All five of their players can hit it. Long can absolutely hit it as well.
And there's the collapse. Moody way off. Rebound by Rivera. 10 on the shot clock. Jenkins, he can certainly hit it. 5, 4, height. Takes it himself. 2, 1. Rivera off balance. It gets it to go at the buzzer. The big fella lefty finishes off the half just as he started.
That was a very big shot there for Barrios Rivera. And you said it perfectly at finishing out how he started it. Very big shot for Cecil Rivera. Very nice, clean, kind of a line drive stroke.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's effective, gets it to go. And Cecil's going to feel a lot better about themselves that they were able to cut this to 6 going into this halftime break.
That was a high degree of difficulty. As we head into the break, 49-43. Chesapeake up on Cecil. We'll see you back in 15. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the second half, game 3 of 4. The 7-seeded Chesapeake Skipjacks up 6 points on the second-seeded Cecil Seahawks. Back here with Willie Jones in front of us, who's been hotter than fish grease in the first half.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that. That is for sure.
First play, alley-oop, all good.
And you know that was drawn up by Andrew Sachs coming out of that timeout. I guarantee you that was drawn up coming out of that timeout, and that was executed to perfection. Great wheel action there as he brings it up the floor.
The down screen
and he gets the down screen to get the easy lay-in. That was very nice.
Rivera, beautiful Euro step, couldn't finish on that one.
And got out of bounds. It's going to stay with Cecil.
Right.
And you think Cradle with 7 points, with that little points, you would think that it's not, that it would be tougher and whatnot for Chesapeake to kind of keep up the scoring, but they've gotten other sources of scoring, and you got to give them a lot of credit for that.
And there's a nice pump fake from Palmer. Throw hop, nice spot up jumper for Corey Palmer, the sophomore from Woodlawn High School.
No doubt. That's his first points of the game for Cecil, and they needed those.
6-point advantage. Skipjacks, Cradle, Rivers. He was hot in the first half and continues to be hot to start the second half.
Yeah, Josh Rivers, his fourth made 3. He shot 7 attempts, all of them from 3. He knows what he's out on the floor to do, and he's doing it to full capabilities.
And there's Jermaine Goodwin for 2. Sophomore for Milford Middle Academy, Baltimore County Power in basketball.
Yeah, so you're getting a lot of basically what we got in the first half with these two teams, just back and forth, up and down. They like to play with pace. Good strip there by Cecil.
Near hike, bring it up. Steal attempts missed by Jones. Guy can't finish. Second chance. Blocked by Clark. Great hands there by Chef Clark.
Yeah, it's been a rough game for Jaden Guy. Now 1 of 6 from the field with only 3 points. It's tough when your best player is that poor.
Put the hooks in. Brandon Hooks from 3.
See what you did there with the skipjack logo right there. Perfect call by my friend Tim Sutton Jr.
You're too kind, Sebastian.
But yes, indeed. Yeah, Hook was effective on that one.
There's Jaden Guy searching offensively. Barrios Rivera. Shots long. Clark with the big rebound. Willie Jones has it. Gives it to Creel. In the paint. Clark. Mismatch. On Guy. Able to draw the foul on Jaden Guy.
You can tell Chesapeake's very comfortable right now. They're not really. Cecil's got to do something to kind of mix it up. Maybe you want to extend some ball pressure. That's way too easy.
Clark connect again first pass of the game, the second half, and then they continue their chemistry strong there on the inbounds.
No doubt about it. That was way too easy for Cecil. They were broken from the minute go there as just a very simple cut to the basket and a lay-in. It was literally that simple. No screens, no nothing. Just cut to the basket, lay it in.
An unfortunate bounce there for Guy. He can't get it to fall. Hooks, spins, under. Hits the back of the rim. Rivera with the rebound. Goodwin, lefty. Just outside, misses from the free throw line. Jones with the rebound. Friedel bringing it up. Over to his left, to his right. Isolated on Goodwin. Rivers cuts in the lane. Knocked away, staying here with the Skipjacks.
Rivers trying to show a different element to his game. All his attempts previously had been from 3. That one he tried to take it to the hole, strip, but Chesapeake gets it back.
The opening was there, it's knocked away. And there's Goodwin knocking it away there on the inbounds. Friedel will do it again.
Winner of this game will play Montgomery or your Dundalk Lions. So that will be a fun final game that we hope you guys stay tuned for.
There's Creedle. Little lost strong off the back of the rim there. And an errant pass from Hike. Trying to throw it to Carlito McBride.
Yeah, I was ill-advised there from Height. I wasn't not sure what he was trying to get accomplished there on that one. Tough break there for Cecil.
It looked like he was looking for McBride on
But
that
he
play.
was so covered, like, and you gotta get it over multiple people. It's just way too difficult a pass to make on that one.
Clark annihilating in the paint. 6 points here in the second half.
Clark following up his own miss and getting it to go.
Guy finally answers the bell.
You were wondering when he was going to show up, and there he is, right there with the and one opportunity. He's too important for Cecil, and for Jaden Guy to only have 5 points, it's not like Jaden Guy.
Very uncharacteristic. As we got immediate timeout, 15:35 left. Skipjacks up 12 on the Seahawks. Guy over here looking to complete the three-point play, bring their deficit down to 11. In and out. Rivers has the rebound. Over to Jones. Riddle guarded by Goodwin.
Good screen action there from Chesapeake to create an opening and then a low post mismatch.
What a pass by Clark. And the hooks are still red.
And what does that low post mismatch do? Create a wide open three.
Collapse. Oh my goodness. Jaden Guy misses the shot. Hooks is going to bring it up. Coach Sachs says do it again. They give it to Creedle. Coming back this way. At least this basketball was bounced this way, not an air mail. That was
there.
Cool.
You go.
Yeah.
Saved by the table.
Jones has off the inbound, down the paint. Active hands there by Chandler. Stay here with Chesapeake. There's Willie Jones on the shot there. Continues his hot streak. Good one, rare three. Cashes in.
Big three there from the Seahawks. It's the 14-point game. Cecil, they can easily come back. They've done it 8 times already where they've had deficits in the second half and they've come back from it. So they're more than capable of doing it, and I would not rule them out. of contention of doing so, because they have the instant scoring ability. They can speed the game up for opponents just like that.
And a good look there by Goodwin. He didn't get it. Rebound, Coates, Goodwin. Ezra Tall, left hand, the big fella is smooth. Delaney strong. 12-point deficit cut down. Clark, big fella puts it on the deck, spins, loses the handle, out of bounds, going to Cecil.
Yeah, these two teams have met up before in the playoffs, with Chesapeake edging that one out by 6. In that one, this is a second all-time matchup between these two. So Cecil trying to get another comeback victory, which would be their 9th of the year. This one to keep their season alive.
Chandler, front of the rim, missed. Creedle Skies for the rebound. Kicks it out to Moody. Guarded by Javon Jenkins. To his left, Jones, guarded by McBride, drives to his left. Pocket picked. And set of bounds, going to stay here with Chesapeake. Friedel inbound under the basket. Hooks. They are executing these inbounds plays to a T.
Yes, they are. And it's, again, Cecil, it's the second time they've allowed that to happen in this half, where it's just a simple, really, it's not much, just one little screen, and then you get it down low, and then you get interior position, and you finish with the layup.
Speaking of interior, Carlito McBride gets the second chance points here for the Seahawks.
Yes, indeed. McBride, big
Moody.
basket there for Cecil.
What a Euro step. Kicks it out, Hooks. The heat check there is Lang with the rebound. Hooks on the wing. Calling for the pick from Lang. Jones, 3. Shot is long. Toll fighting forward with his teammate. Godwin has it. To his left, bounce pass to Jenkins. Kicks it back out, Goodwin. Jenkins. Toll is coming to set the pick up. Jenkins loses the handle, stolen by Moody. Jenkins gets it right back as Toll has the steal. Chandler, McBride. Great contest by Hooks.
Yes, indeed. That was a good contest there by Hooks. Chesapeake once again getting out and running quickly in transition, and they get the foul to go to the line as we get to our second media timeout of the half.
When we come back to this break, Hooks will come back to the line after this break. Still a 12-point advantage for the Skipjacks. Back here from our media timeout. Looking at the 3-point percentage here, it's been crazy. Chesapeake is 11 for 24. Cecil 9 for 17.
Cecil over 50%, Chesapeake 45% from three, and it's got some mic issues
Yeah,
there. I'll
there we go.
apologize for that, but you're right. And on the 3-point percentage point, that Cecil with being over 52% from three, and yet they're still down 11 points. But the problem with them is the rebounds. They've been dominated on the glass, 33 to 25 on the glass. So that's kind of been the difference so far in this one.
Chandler in the paint gets his pocket picked. Friedel has the numbers. Moody, easy 2 for Moody.
Yeah, Cecil's played a relatively clean game to this point, but the one thing you can't do is start to turn the ball over. That's not going to lead to much success, especially down 15.
Nearly turned over there. As Barrios Rivera has it, drives, gets his pocket picked. Friedel, Lang, Moody, hooks. They are in rhythm. They are fielding it, and their lead has ballooned to 17. That is the Skipjacks, the 7 seed.
Here, but it'll be a 30-second turn media timeout. But Cecil taking a timeout. Coach Sturm got to get his group reset.
.11:04 left here in this game. Chesapeake, the team with all the momentum at this point in time. They were up 17 on Cecil. Rivera, guarded by Lang, goes past him. Nice bounce pass and nice score by Guy. Need a lot more of those to fall for him.
Yeah, good basket there coming out of a timeout for a guy there. I like what they did. You get it in Height's hands to set up the offense. You give it to Rivera, who shows the threat of the three, and then you dish it off to your best player, Guy, on the drive. That was well done by Cecil.
3-pointer missed by Creel, the front of the rim. Willie Jones can't finish. And there's Falco with a strong rebound, able to draw the foul.
Yeah, good for Falco. Not really the person you expect to go up and grab some rebounds, but nonetheless, he did so right there. He went up, he aggressively pursued it, didn't wait for anybody else, didn't wait for the ball to come to him. That was well done by Falco.
Chandler trying his hand with three, front of the rim. Hooks, Friedel, off balance. Might have rolled his ankle there. Off the hop there. He's going to go to the line for two.
Definitely hope he's all right. That's definitely took an awkward step on this one as he drove. Must have been before the drive because you can't really tell.
Because it came down that right.
Yeah, it didn't come down after the foul with the ankle, so it's the refs meeting up to talk about something that I don't know what it is, but Maybe they're just giving Cradle some more time to kind of regather himself and whatnot.
First one is good for Creedle. Makes him 4 of 6 from the line today. Dead 5 of 7. First time seen this guy in a while for the Chesapeake. That is Josh Rivers, number 15, as Creedle heads to the bench there. Talks to the trainers to go check on that ankle. Falco to Rivera. He steps back, thought about the three. Over to Falco from the parking lot. Misses out on the side of the rim.
He's definitely capable of knocking that one down. Might have been just a little too deep for him there.
Moody, shaken, Bacon. Gets the double team by Rivera in height. Jones had a shot at the free throw line. Shot clock down to 10. Step back, hooks on Falco. Front of the rim missed. Moody, right place, right time.
Another
Moody.
offensive rebound for Chesapeake, their 11th of the game. And Guy just couldn't get secure the rebound with two hands, and Chesapeake got the putback as an air ball there from Falco.
9 minutes left here in the game. Falco guarding Moody. Moody to his right, right hand. Able to draw that foul.
Cecil foul number 23, Jeremiah Falco, second personal. Team sport. I like the aggression there by Moody on that one, taking emphasis of it, going to the line, creating contact, getting to the free throw line to go for two. But it's really interesting to see, like, Chesapeake's really they've got a 7-man rotation compared to Cecil. They played 11 guys because and that's usually how Cecil goes about things. But the thing is, you think a couple more than outside of Barrios Rivera would kind of provide scoring impact. Rivera's the only one double figures for them. So not one another person out of those other 10, including Jaden Guy, have gotten it going. So it's just been tough sledding for Cecil as Guy shuts me up there on that and one.
That's a start there. Deficit is now down to 19. Trying to trim this deficit with each possession.
Yeah, I need more of that from Guy. Put the ball in his hands. He's an instant source of offense for them. I would force the issue and try to have him create more offense with himself. The ball has to be in his hands, in my opinion. And I probably take it out of Amir Height's hands a little bit more and get those looks to Guy.
Rivers over to Hooks. Jenkins guarding him tightly. Over. Rivers, 3 in motion. Misses strong to the back of the rim. Jenkins rebound. Guy drives. Through the contact as Rivers gets him across the face there.
Yeah, it's a dangerous play there. Obviously, Rivers did not mean to hit him in the face or hurt him like that. I think it's just inadvertent, unlucky there. Good to see Guy okay on that one. And I think they're going to take a look at the replay monitor. Potentially, you could see a flagrant foul here.
Yep.
So the referees will go to our scores table to take a look at it. We got a decent look at it. I think the thing that might get Rivers here is the windup of it and the fact that it was face contact. A lot of times, it's the times we're in now. Any contact with the head or neck area, it's pretty frowned upon. So I would not be surprised to see this upgraded to a flagrant one.
Sounds a lot like the NFL with that whole concussion protocol, defensive receiver type thing. Wasn't any intent, but they take it very seriously these days.
Referee talking with Andy Sachs, the coach, and he is not liking. He is actually very upset with what he got told to him. And there it is. It's a flagrant foul, penalty 1. So with that being a flagrant foul, you'll get 2 shots and the ball. And I think that's what got him. The windup combined with it being in the head neck area led to it being upgraded to a flagrant foul.
First one is good.
Now Cecil getting it baseline extended. Guy inbounding. They always say you watch the inbounder the most on these. I wouldn't be surprised to see Guy come around. There he is off of the little down screen. Look to initiate contact. Got fouled on that one. Looked like he got hit.
Rivera finishes the job and one.
Yeah, Guy initially looked like he got some contact there on the arm, but they let that one go. Rivera puts it back up, gets the and one to go. As we're going to get a replay on this. Guy definitely hit on that one. Should have been a foul, but nonetheless, I think Cecil would rather have the and one for Rivera, and this has the potential to now be a 5-point possession for the Seahawks.
And there it is. That's Barrios Rivera. 16 points from him has been an excellent second source of scoring. And there's Guy active right on cue to the cup. There it is.
And Coach Chesapeake's going to get a timeout here. And Coach Andrew Sachs is very unhappy to say the least, as this will turn into immediate timeout.
11-point deficit. Seahawks clawing their way back. Back out of the media timeout. 7:56 left. Pressure being applied by the Seahawks. And stolen away by Guy. And sure enough, there it is. Second one today.
Yeah, and there it is again. You called it. But the flagrant foul has really changed the momentum of this game for Cecil right now. And Cecil showing pressure, and they were able to get a bad turnover there from Chesapeake. And Guy's going to go to the line for 2 shots to try and make this a single-digit game once again.
Is there in the bonus. First one good for Guy.
See the Cecil fans getting a little riled up now. Their team's back into it, and I think they're going to try to will their Seahawks to victory here. But if you're Cecil, why not show some more pressure again? It's worked. Yeah. Chesapeake has had issues handling in the backcourt. Missed free throw, out of bounds.
And then Moody steps on the line. And it's been quite a turnaround for Guy. He had 5 in the first half. Now he's added 10, so he's up to 15 points here.
There's the trap once again. They inbound it in the corner, which is a very difficult spot.
And they
Now they got it on the
court.
sideline.
He's stuck.
And they're
Jump
getting a
ball possession. Cecil.
There it is. That's the pressure once again. And if you're until Chesapeake shows they can break it, you stay in it. You have to stay in it right there. And they had it in the corner, but you got out of the corner and you get to the sideline. It's still really not. You got to get to the middle of the floor when you're doing press breaks.
You don't want to.
Chesapeake did not get it to the middle of the floor there.
Don't want to corner yourself like that. This guy has it guarded by Willie Jones. Rivera with a pick, kick out, hike. 3 is long, rebound Jones.
This is a very important possession for Chesapeake here. Just slow it down. Want to get a good look in this possession. Maybe a pin down would be interesting to see. Do they want Rivers off on 3 if they get some separation for him?
Moody, Rivers, shot clock down to 5. They got to put a shot up. 3, 2. Does he know it? I don't think he does. He does now. And he misses a 3 long.
They're going to get the loose ball on Cecil. So it was an interesting call there. That is not a good call. We just got a replay of it, and that was a very nice sell job. That was a very nice sell job there by Brandon Hooks of Chesapeake on that one. And if you're Jamarius Corley Scott, you gotta be frustrated with that. I'll give you credit. You said it was a flop off the mic, so I'll give you credit for that.
And they're rewarded with the steal there. Guy Jenkins, left hand. They have brought it down to single digits. 8-point game. 6:35. Seahawks on the prowl. Seahawk faithful coming alive. Defensive chance.
Good possession there by Chesapeake. You get it to Clark, who has a mismatch down low. That was very nice there. And you now, are they in the bonus?
Yep.
Nope, that's their 6. That's their 6.
One more till the bonus.
One more till the bonus. But I like the mismatch drawn up there. You get Clark on Guy down low. We get Guy to pick up his third foul. But more importantly, you could have tried to get a mismatch to score. But Cecil chose the foul option, which is probably the right one. But good play nonetheless by Chesapeake there.
And trap. Rivers, 3. Stroke is good, and the shot is good.
Huge shot there by Rivers. Clark had another mismatch on height, but he saw Rivers all by himself in the corner as the help defender started to come to try to assist height, and a little too late on the recovery. Rivers knocks it down.
Guy trying to draw the contact, gets Moody. Not to his benefit. Rivers again misses the front of the rim. Corley Scott with the rebound. A little too handsy there from Willie Jones.
No, I think they're going to call it out of bounds. Out of bounds, no foul on the play.
Moody will inbound it. Jones lost his footing. Corley Scott, breakaway. Lays it up for 2.
Even Coach Sachs, who screams at everything, had nothing to say on that one. Just put his hand to his head like, man, that was just brutal unluckiness there. Guy slips, and another tough pass there. But
blocked by Guy on Clark. Height. Press of the issue, was looking for Corley Scott. It was deflected. But it's going to stay here with Cecil.
Cecil with a lot of momentum right now. It looks like they're going to take a look at it at this out of bounds.
As Brandon Hooks is adamant that he did not touch it.
So referees will take a look. Really can't tell from our monitors here, but it will be interesting to see what the referees come up with. And Chesapeake's going to take it. So basically, it looks like Chesapeake's going to take a timeout to look at this. So Coach Sachs will take a timeout while they take a look. Again, it's tough for us to see on our camera monitor, nonetheless. And I think they're going to look at it, and we'll see what we come up with here.
Looks like that's going to stand. Cecil has the basketball.
So with that being the case in the half court for Cecil, will they give this the guy here again, or maybe you find Rivera coming off a down screen potentially to get himself open from the corner. There's many different options. And it looks like they changed the call. They announced it was Cecil, and now they're giving it to Chesapeake. And Coach Ed Durham is not happy whatsoever. All right, we got word that the referees, and they told the scores table white ball, but they meant blue ball. So it is Chesapeake basketball.
And Willie Jones will inbound it. Dangerous pass, but Moody has it. Almost shook himself out of his shoes as fast as he was going there.
Originally Cecil ball as well, so going to the monitor, Coach Sachs successful in getting them to take a look at that previous play.
Willie Jones and one. Huge bucket. Javon Jenkins did not get there in time.
I think he was there. The problem was he was in. Oh, he was. I thought he was in the restricted area. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
But to go against Cecil there, I thought he might have been there, but they give him the and one on that.
3-point play converted with 4:50 left here in the game. Game 3 of 4 here on quarterfinal Thursday. Rivera, guarded by Clark, hands it off to Guy. Drives, kicks it out. Jenkins three. Long, strong rebound by Willie Jones. Harassed by Scott in height. And reach in foul.
With that 1-1 as Chesapeake are in the bonus. Good job on that play by Willie Jones. He put it in the air where basically no one could get it. He didn't have it toward his body where the shorter height could get it. He put it in the air. You got to make your free throws. Where basically he did end up having a chance to secure possession or a jump ball.
And it's a foul there on Rivers, excuse me. Off of the missed of that 1-1 there. So Amir Hyde will head to the charity stripe. Looking to bring this back down to 10 for the deficit.
Yeah, Rivers reached in there trying to missed the rebound back on the missed free throw and couldn't get it, and he picked up his own foul.
And there's the fortuitous shooter's rule there for height. 4:31 left. Makes both.
Clock malfunction. Clock did not start.
The game clock or the shot clock that didn't start?
Both.
Both.
And the referees, I think, are determining how to adjudicate this now. Now the referees are be interesting to see what they come up with here with clock malfunction. I think Chesapeake, what Chesapeake wants is they want the ball to be advanced and taken out on the sideline. Cecil wants this to be taken out of the baseline, and Chesapeake's going to get their wish with a couple seconds taken off both the game clock and the shot clock. So you got 4:26 on the game clock and 27 on the shot clock.
There. Jones inbounds it to Moody. Courtney Scott in his hip pocket. Moody kicks it out. Hooks. Clark drives on Rivera. Short. Second chance. Clark.
Another one of those offensive rebounds for Chesapeake, and Clark, the bigger body in there, able to use his size to get that second chance to go.
Rivera drives strong left hand bounce pass. Scott inside by the Region 20 logo, misses. Moody with the rebound. Gonna look to kill some more clock here.
No doubt about it. And did a little bit of a dance move in the backcourt and whatnot, just dribbling around in circles there. But I like this. Get it to
Clark,
who's been dominant down low.
It's a man's game in the paint.
There you go. He's had his way down low recently, asserting his size once again. Now the lead back up to 14.
Cordley Scott, corner, splash. 11 points is the deficit as we got in the timeout. Here for a media timeout. 3:08 left. 11-point deficit for Cecil. Trying to claw their way back in. Back here, 3:08 left. Willie Jones will inbound it for the Skipjacks. And pass to Rivers on the inbound. Over to Moody.
Those are one of my favorite inbounds plays. I wish more teams did that. Whenever teams do that, I've never seen it not work. Ever.
Really unique.
It is unique, but a lot of it, it's tough making that first lateral pass. But if you make it, then it's very good design, and you can do a lot of different plays out of it.
Clark. They call him Shaft. Clark. Dominating the last 3 minutes. Can't be matched up in the paint.
Yeah, once again, down low, asserting his physicality, but that time, a little not vertical there. Guy initiating the contact, gets it to go, plus the foul.
That's 17 for Jaden Guy. Acquired 17 points, if you will, Sebastian.
Yeah, he's had a rough night, honestly. 6 from 15 from the field now. I don't think they expected that from him, but nonetheless, he's fighting. You got to admire that he's fighting and doing his best that he can to get to the hole. And you know that Chesapeake has played him pretty well. They know that he hasn't shot a three-point attempt yet, which they're like, until you shoot one, we're gonna just leave it to you, and he hasn't done it. So nonetheless, you gotta give Chesapeake credit for the way they're defending.
There's hooks guarded by Chandler. Chandler had the active hands there, almost stole it. Clark over the hooks, 7 on the shot clock. There's Clark, stolen away by Guy. Breaks the seal, Goodwin. Active hands by Moody, might have got on the hands of Goodwin there.
Yeah, he swiped down, got him on the arm there. That was definitely a foul. And again, good take by the Seahawks there, by Goodwin, getting to the hole, going to the line, free throws, clock stop. Good opportunities for Cecil.
And 1-on-1 chance here. I'm sorry, no, shooting 2 here, excuse me, for Goodwin. Makes the first. Misses the second. And that is last off of Guy as him and Jones seem to be fighting for it.
Cecil wanted a review, and they're not going to get it. And Coach Durham is very angry at the referees for not reviewing it.
Rivers going to bleed the clock here. Shaft, Clark. And a bump there by Chandler.
Yeah, good job by Chesapeake to get that in. Don't want to have the referees take a look at it because you never know what can come of it. Again, we saw it on our replay monitor. It's tough to tell for us.
So it's almost equivalent if it's like, the receiver makes a catch and before they get that replay and try to get that quick spike of the play, before they view it there.
Right. That's a great comparison. But you got to make your free throws. Scott misses the front end of a 1-on-1.
Still within reach. Down 9. 3 missed by Hike. Goodwin, right place, right time. Off the ricochet. Height. Rivera. 3. First miss he's probably had all day. Jump ball possession. Chesapeake.
Yeah, it was a good attempt there from Rivera. Just a little too long and a little off accuracy-wise on that one. Way too strong. And if you're Cecil, you're probably going to give a trap here, and then you're going to have to play the foul game. And they're going to just foul right there. I don't think that's what Coach Durham wanted to see there. I think it's safe to say Coach Durham and this refereeing crew is not going to go out to dinner together tonight. I'll tell you what, it's hard to get more animated at the referees than Andrew Sachs.
Yeah.
Ed Durham he's doing it, and
he's getting up there, but I don't think anybody can tops Andrew Sachs over there.
He's a madman, that's for sure. But he's a mad genius as well.
He's shown some consistency, though.
He's also incredibly smart, and all he does is win. And Chesapeake, I know, are very happy to have him lead their program.
And there's the first miss there by Moody.
Yeah, Moody's first miss on the day from the line. 6 of 6 prior to that.
Second one is good. 10-point advantage with 1:20 left. Seahawks got to go. Near an errant pass there by Hikes, and he's tied up here on the back. Now he's able to get some room. Hype. And offensive foul. A little brush to the shoulder there, and another missed possession there. Turnover.
Yeah, it's a tough break once again for Cecil, but these are self-inflicted wounds. Height drove the basketball and extended the arm right there to create that offensive foul, and Chesapeake breaks the press easily and gets the lay-in.
There's Moody with a dime to Clark. It's been his second half all game, all second half. Float missed there by Goodwin. Chandler, 3 miss. Rebound Jones. 40 on seconds on the shot on the game clock here. They're going to settle down and be able to draw the foul here.
Yeah, that's basically gonna do it here. With in this one, got to give Chesapeake a ton of credit. The 7 seed, we said coming into this one, they're not a 7 seed. This is not a 7 seed team. I would argue there are teams seated above them that are a little less dangerous than Chesapeake. But Chesapeake they've done it before. They've been there, and Cecil is a very good, fundamentally sound basketball team, and they really dominated this game from start to finish. You gotta give Chesapeake a ton of credit. They were not intimidated by anything thrown their way. They resisted that one little mini last stretch Cecil did to try to that Cecil tried to put together. But Chesapeake's gonna come out here with a very impressive victory.
And they certainly, in this game, they know how to pick their spots, Sebastian. Know how to pick their spots and find the hot hand as the 3 balls were falling, and got some much needed contribution from the bigs. First half it was Lang. Second half it was Clark. As Moody will milk the clock. Pass deflected. And a foul.
Yeah, I think that's going to drive Coach Sachs mad over there on the sideline. The game is virtually over. There's no need to put the ball that high in the air with that little pace. And just good, strong, solid passes. You don't and whatnot. And you got to be strong with the basketball. All they had to do was really get across half court. Cecil wasn't going to foul. They're going to let it go. But they should be fine nonetheless. Another teaching moment for Coach Sachs.
And 1 of 2, the only trip there for Hike. As the shot clock is turned off. And Moody over to Jones. Cross court to Rivers. And that's it. They're going to hold out, milk the clock down here. We have our first upset of the tournament.
Actually, our second. Potomac State was the lower seed.
Yes, the second seed. Second upset. This one of a much different discrepancy variety. The 7 seed Skipjacks of Chesapeake beat the number 2 seed Seahawks of Cecil 96-83, and we'll move on to semifinal Friday where there awaits our final game, the nightcap. 6-seeded Dundalk Lions, 3rd seed Montgomery College Raptors. Tim Toon Jr. here with Sebastian. We'll be right back. See you in about 20, 25 minutes.